Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who he's gonna step. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome to Pittsburgh for the third edition of the Backyard Brawl. West Virginia comes in having won both previous editions of this rivalry, and now the playoffs are on the line for this one. Welcome, everyone. I'm Cole Mantell, joined by Matt Hatchell. And Matt, both playoffs and pride are on the line. Which do you think players care about more here?
Cole, I think it's really a 50-50 split. I mean, like you said, pride on the line right now, playing your bitter rivals. It's a game you look forward to every single season. And now for both teams, with your opponent coming at 13 and 15 respectively, you kind of know, hey, we beat them. We ruined their playoff chance to kind of secure our spot. It's going to be a fun one tonight.
A lot on the line here at Heinz Field. Beautiful weather, about 88 degrees. A little bit of wind as this one. Myers, one of the best rushers in the CFSL, will get us started 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I love that idea there from Pitt, Cole. We know what they are about on the offensive side of the ball. Use their dual threat quarterback, Helix Myers, and really try to keep the defense guessing.
Pittsburgh, their gray uniforms. West Virginia, all whites. Is this one going to go up to about the 40? It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, great job there. I mean, I love the idea there coming from Myers, finding Holmes quickly. Look for Holmes, the senior tonight, to play a big factor in this game.
West Virginia is going to rush 8, and they're going to get to the halfback. That's Eldridge with his first rush tonight. Only gets 1.
Yeah, Cole, and this Pittsburgh defense is one of the best ones in the CFSL, but don't sleep on West Virginia's now. They do a great job at getting constant pressure back there to the quarterback with their stout defensive line.
Now they're going to hand it off again. Eldridge's going to get a lot more action on this one, and he's down to the races. No one nearby. Past the 20 at the 15. That's Derek Eldridge for 44 yards.
And great job there by Eldridge, Cole. Just beautiful job by the line. Gives him plenty of space, and that's what you let the junior go to work there. Look at all that there. Nobody close to him. Great job by the defense, though, to end up catching up to him to bring him down. That was the safety coming over the top. I'm sorry, that was the corner, Alex Bernard, who caught up to him.
First and 10 at the 15. Pittsburgh wasting no time with their rushing attack tonight, as this one's going to be a short throw to that right side, and they're going to call it a 1st and goal. Christian Davis will get his first reception tonight.
Yeah, and Cole, coming into it, the line tonight was West Virginia minus 7.5, and I think these teams are really evenly matched. I really think that is simply due to West Virginia having one more win than the Panthers, but also due to the previous history, like you mentioned at the start of this game, in the rivalry.
Pittsburgh's going to look to score first here, as that one's going to be a screen. Holmes will get 2, and that is going to be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Holmes unfortunately turns to the outside there instead of turning back inside, because that gives that defense an extra half step to catch up to him.
Alex Myers, he's going to hand it off here. It's going to be on the ground, and they're going to call it a recovery. Hale, the walk-on, the hero here.
Yeah, Hale luckily comes up with it, like you mentioned. Great job by the defense, though, Cole. I mean, just fighting straight through that line. That's going to go to 53. I'm trying to check my stat sheet. I'm losing who it is,
Hale.
but whoever. That was Hale, okay.
Yeah. They're going to review it here as well. They do count it as a forced fumble. The recovery, Jacoby Cobb had a huge chance at it. You see on the replay there as well. A few West Virginia Mountaineers with the push out on it as well.
I think he's down, though, Cole.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Yeah, they're going to agree with you, Matt. So that's going to be a small difference, but it's a big one here. We'll call it the 5-yard line. Pittsburgh going to go 3 to that right side, empty backfield. You rarely see this for the Pittsburgh Panthers. Keep an eye on that right side. Myers going to have enough time, and he gets to the left side instead. Holmes going to get it at the 1. Decision time for the Panthers.
Yeah, and credit to that to that West Virginia defense there, Cole. Lose the fumble that was possibly caused by Bernard. Comes with a big stop there, and Pitt going for it on 4th and goal. I love it.
Well, it's rivalry week. This is what you do. Into the middle of the end zone. Jason Miller in the air is going to get Pittsburgh started 6-0.
Yeah, and I love that decision there on the play call, Cole, because myself, I was thinking, hey, it's 4th and goal from the half, and it's the Pitt Panthers. They're most likely going to run the ball. So stack that line and try to get pressure back there. But instead, a short little dump-off throw to Jason Miller, the junior wideout, just across the middle. Perfectly called play there by the Panthers.
You talk about that, the rushing ability, Matt, and not only does Helix Myers come into tonight leading the CFSL in rushing yards, he's tied for 2nd in rushing touchdowns. West Virginia expecting a run there, obviously, and they pass it instead. Gets them up 7-0, 80 Powers returns 25 here.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the big story, which is what can this Pitt defense do, Cole? I mean, coming in tonight, averaging, they're in the top half in yards allowed, only averaging about 412 per game. They come in tonight, though, with only 12 sacks and 10 takeaways, so they're not good at getting the ball back on defense.
We go option here to that right side and staying on his feet. Tony Ellis is going to get 3. Good start there for West Virginia.
Yeah, and Cole, I've followed a couple of West Virginia games over this season, and over time, Ellis has become more and more comfortable with rushing the ball to kind of help out John Paul Smith, and I really think that has benefited them.
So that one nearly intercepted. Graziano not going to go anywhere, though, but she does catch it.
Yeah, Graziano just unfortunate. I mean, she was able to bring it down, Cole, like you said, but Pitt reads that play immediately, blown up in the backfield there. It looked like it was going to be one player, but instead, that's going to go number 39. I cannot find the names here, and I'm struggling. Cole, help me out.
Well, on the replay, it was Narwick, the cornerback, that had the option at it. They're going to show as well. I think that's a walk-on instead. And 3rd and 7, one in motion. Keep an eye on the box. 6 rushing here, and they're going to throw it. West Virginia with some time. They're going to go deep. One-on-one coverage, and it's going to be caught by Graziano, 50 yards down to the 20.
Yeah, great job there by the receiver, Cole, and great throw there by Ellis as well. Puts it on the money, and Graziano just simply beats her man. I mean, there's nothing pretty about that. That's just being a great wide receiver. And that's a great job by the quarterback to trust his wide receiver.
As Makai Vasquez, the cornerback for Pittsburgh, one-on-one coverage, unable to stop West Virginia. They're going to run here. Ellis going to slide like a second baseman. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Great decision there by Ellis, Cole. Middle linebacker just sitting right there in the middle, ready to light him up. So instead, Ellis smartly goes down and doesn't risk the hit and possible fumble.
So 2nd and 7, one in the backfield, but they are going to pass it again. West Virginia passing a bit more tonight, and it's working here. John Paul Smith will get into the game, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Paul Smith comes in tonight, Cole, with only 180 yards through the air, but 773 on the ground. So you expect to see him used a lot early on, but I like the decision to go to him with a pass.
3rd and 1 again, up the middle, oh boy, and Paul Smith only going to get one. It'll be 1st down. He takes a hit there.
Yeah, Mike Donlin, the left end, laying him out there with the big hit. But like you said, Cole, he needed one, and he got that one.
So 1st and 10 at the 10. And this one not going anywhere. Beasley's just nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Beasley couldn't get anything going there. And you got to hope if you're West Virginia, Cole, you can find a way to answer that touchdown that Pitt put up on their last drive.
So 2nd and 10, one in the backfield. As this is another short throw. This one's going to go to Damani Green. It'll be 3rd and 6 here.
I like the idea there to go to the short pass to Green. I think ideally, though, Cole, you get it to him a little bit quicker so he can cut upfield and possibly get an extra couple yards.
Now 3rd and 6. Ellis not going to have enough time. Ball on the turf. And the offensive lineman, another disaster-saving pickup there.
Yeah, and Cole, it's interesting to see the ball already on the ground twice this game. Obviously, one gets overturned, but I mean, you know, it's cleared 3 mile an hour wind, 88 degrees. It's not a slippery ball tonight. Just neither team seems to be able to hold on to it. That's a great job by Pitt to get back there and force the fumble.
That is, maybe a little bit of a note. Pittsburgh, the last few seasons, a history of a few guys that can force some fumbles. That field goal going to be good, by the way. 7-3, Pittsburgh retains the lead as 4:05 left in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a big drive, Cole, for both teams. I think if Pittsburgh can come out and put another touchdown on the board, that shows that they have pretty much all this momentum early on, where West Virginia can come out, maybe hold them to a field goal, or better yet, some sort of turnover or punt. That's going to show that that first drive isn't going to set the tone for them, and they're ready to come out even harder on defense this time around.
So you see their 7-3 your score, 4 minutes now remaining in the quarter. As this one's going to be another handoff, and West Virginia they're going to get Eldridge, what an effort there. It's actually not going to be a loss.
Yeah, Jayshon Derolo, though, back there in the backfield. Eldridge, Cole, like you said, a lot of effort there by the halfback, but gets nothing for it.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was a loss of 5. Mountain Kemp Brown, the safety, blitzing there. As this one's going to be a run. I don't think it was intended to be, as Myers will get one on the play.
Yeah, Myers tried his best to make something out of nothing there. Amari Stevens, defensive tackle, though, at 6'1", 325. The senior just puts his arms around him and is able to pull Myers to the ground.
One in the backfield. Pittsburgh going to have to throw here, as this one's going to be dropped on the play. That's the first incompletion tonight for either quarterback. 4th and 9, the result.
Yeah, and that's Jordan Holt, the freshman there, Cole, laying the hit down as the receiver's making the catch with the great play on defense, forces the drop. And like I said, that's a quick 3-and-out for West Virginia's defense, Cole. That's going to give them some momentum now to see what can they do on offense, because they're also going to get some pretty good field position.
Forget about pretty good. How about excellent inside the 40? Joe Beasley, the second-string halfback, didn't do well on the offense earlier, but he gets a bit of revenge there. Yeah,
great job by Beasley. You know, not really trying to just force anything. Cole saw the open lane on the right and was able to take it for the big pickup.
6 in the box. They rush all 6. It doesn't matter. John Paul Smith, 1st down and more, 11 yards officially on the play.
Yeah, just great job there by Paul Smith. I mean, just kind of lowers the shoulder, Cole, and just keeps the feet moving. I mean, at 5'11", 240, you want to talk about compact. That is John Paul Smith.
Well, Myers leads the CFSL in rushing yards. Number 2, it's number 32 for West Virginia. 1st and 10 here. They are going to go a little bit of more passing, and that was dangerous. Valentine looking for 6 the other way.
Yeah, Valentine doesn't come up with it, the outside linebacker. And yeah, but like you said, you have to think, if he picks that, that's most likely 6 the other way. Still looking for his first interception on the season.
This one, Paul Smith to the left side, and Pittsburgh is ready. They're going to get 3 guys to make it a 1-yard gain only.
Yeah, great job there by the defense. Jason Porter, among others, back there to bring him down. Not being fooled that time was Pittsburgh's defense, Cole. They were ready for that handoff.
And they got 6 more in the box here. They expect a run. They're going to go screen instead. As this one to the right side. John Paul Smith only going to get 3 and 4th and 6 here for West Virginia.
Yeah, Cole, I'll be honest, I don't hate that play call, but I would have liked that in a lot closer 3rd down. Just didn't work out there, but they are going to go for the field goal here to make it a 1-point game.
Hugo Calderon with the kick. And it's going to be good. 7-6 your score. Pittsburgh a 1-point lead. Calderon, just his 15th field goal attempt, by the way, this season.
Yeah, not used a ton, but has been consistent when he has been given the opportunity, Cole. And just a quick update for everybody, out of over on Twitch, the 10th-ranked Texas Longhorns currently down 3-0 to the 14th-ranked Fighting Irish. Both teams also kind of fighting for possibly their playoff lives, Cole. About 3 minutes to go over on Twitch in the first quarter.
And that will be the conversation as well this week with Rivalry Week going. One more chance to get a spot in the playoffs. This one, a small screen here to the right side. Holmes going to get 2.
Yeah, and Cole, like you mentioned, at the start of this broadcast, at 13 and 15 respectively, you have to think, barring some sort of wacky thing going on this week, the loser of this game does fall out of that top 15 to go to the playoffs.
That could happen. Is this one going deep? And it's going to be caught. A floater down to the 38. Jack Keene, he's going to take it. The junior from Olentangy, Ohio.
Yeah, great job by Keene there, Cole. Just lined up on, just basically took advantage of the matchup he saw. Saw nobody really staying with him early on, so kind of runs a little bit more inside, over the top, and forces West Virginia to make a call, and they stick to the outsides. Can't do it there, though, as Keene over the middle with the big pickup.
That's 80 Powers for West Virginia, who's in the coverage there. 1st and 10. 1 in motion, 3 on the right side, and they are going to pass it. Well, they were going to try to. They run it instead. Myers thinking on his feet, and he's not going to get the first down. He'll get 9 on the play.
No, but Myers also, though, Cole, lowers the shoulder and delivers a big hit as well, proving he doesn't go down easy. Keeps the feet moving, keeps his body upright as well, and is able to almost pick up that first down.
They are going to run it again here, and Eldridge, this first quarter, he has been on fire.
No, and I love it. Pittsburgh really making the most out of their run offense right now, Cole. I mean, Eldridge coming in with just under 600 yards this season. And like you said, Myers leading the CFSL, so great offensive use right now.
They go a floater to the left side. Dangerous throw, and they're going to say he caught it. Jason Miller will get 5.
Credit to Miller there, able to come down with that in tight coverage. Myers has been pretty good tonight so far, 8 for 9.
Now 1 incompletion, and that was on 3rd down earlier. Is this one up the middle, cannot be stopped. Derek Eldridge taking over this offense, taking over this ball game, 13-6 right now.
Yeah, Cole, and Eldridge just absolutely turns on the Jets when he gets past his line. I mean, look, that fights through the hole and then just goes into overdrive. I mean, you have to think, if there's nobody from West Virginia close to him, Cole, he could have gone 60 yards there if he needed to. So great job by the offensive pit there, Cole, as well, because they didn't force anything that drive. They just had to play their game, and they were going to succeed. Great start for the Panthers early on.
Yeah, you see the mascot with the good old push-up exercise for the student section. 14-6 your score. 31 seconds left in this first quarter. We'll get a chat out maybe at the beginning of the second quarter as well. Up by 8. Pittsburgh has a lead to defend. West Virginia a deficit to fix. As Powers, a good stiff arm, will get 25 on the return.
Yeah, and I don't think West Virginia needs to force anything right now, Cole. If I'm the Mountaineers, I start with my halfback JPS early. Let him get started, and maybe that frees up some play-action passes later on in the drive.
If you do want to run him, now's maybe your best shot. Only 3 rushing from Pittsburgh. They are going to pass it instead, though. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Damani Green's going to get 9 to start their stride.
And I like the pass to Damani Green there, though. Just right in the middle of the field. Nice little comeback route that normally goes anywhere for 8 to 10 yards, so you're very happy with a 9-yard gain.
This should be the final play of the first quarter. West Virginia does go to Paul Smith here. It does not work. 7 Pittsburgh defenders take him down, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. 14-6 your score here. The backyard brawl in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's on top. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the site for the backyard brawl, the third CFSL edition of the game. 14-6 our score. I'm Cole Mantell with Matt Hatchell, bringing you live from the field as this one's going to be a 9-yard gain first down to start the quarter.
Yeah, Grosiano right across the middle there, Cole. Great start for her so far. 3 receptions, 59 yards. Ellis also playing pretty well so far. 7 for 8 to start.
We're going to run it up the middle. Paul Smith a little bit better this try. It's going to be 2nd and 6 here.
Yeah, and I will say what I'm liking about West Virginia's run game right now, Cole, is while it hasn't worked out great for them, they know that they can't really abandon it because that's where their offense really makes their mark. So I love they're sticking to it.
They are going to run it again here, and yeah, they're going to have trouble on that. McCrary, the defensive tackle on that one, gets the tackle.
Yeah, great job by McCrary, Cole. Just fights his way back there, and at 6'4", 350, the sophomore from Athens, Georgia, is a tough one to shake off. So does a great job of just holding on there and not giving him anything to work with.
As 8th TFL on the season, now 3rd and 7. West Virginia in a bit of trouble here. Going to look deep, and they're not going to get the chance. Tony Ellis' 2nd incompletion. This one maybe a bit lucky it's not a sack.
Yeah, my one issue with that play there from Ellis, Cole, is that very clearly he was trying to take a deep shot that wasn't necessary. And because of that, that gives the defense enough time to get back there to him. Ideally, you have somebody run some shorter routes and you try to find them.
Sanders 11 on the return. We'll get a quick shout out. Welcome everybody to this 3rd edition of the Backyard Brawl. Jojo Vasquez, Jason Miller, S14 Gene, Austin Crow, Derek Eldridge, Alma Ghost, and so many more. Nathan Murphy in there, the AD of West Virginia as well. Welcome to this beautiful Wednesday night from Pittsburgh. This one's 2nd and 6 here after the play.
Yeah, and this is going to be where the defense for the Mountaineers is really going to have to step up now, Cole. I mean, you can't really afford right now, I think, to go down 21-6 just because of how well this Pitt defense has been playing so far tonight. So, defensive-wise, you want to go match for match here. If they stop your offense, you got to stop theirs.
Yeah, you think this would be a crucial drive for both teams, as you said, Matt. 3 in the backfield. Myers maybe looking to run it, and he will. Eldridge again. He's had some crazy runs this half. He'll get 8 in the first down here.
Yeah, and I love Pittsburgh's mindset right now, Cole, which is, hey, you can't really stop Eldridge right now, so we're going to just take your type of offense. We're going to hand it off to our halfback and say, hey, go get some yards, and we'll throw it if we feel like it.
Eldridge, 75 yards on 10 rushes tonight already. This one's going to be a run from the quarterback as the blitz does. Oh, they're going to say it got home. Loss of 0, though. DeRollo going to be credited with his first sack tonight.
Yeah, they're going to give the credit to DeRollo. Like you said, Cole, I thought maybe Myers got to the line, but it looks like just not. Technically still in the backfield, I suppose. So at least for DeRollo, does get credit for the sack. That's a nice little extra stat for him. But a great job by the defense there of getting back there quickly.
And DeRollo, his 14th career sack. He's been a West Virginia player all 4 seasons of his career. His final regular season game tonight as he's trying to help West Virginia get to the playoffs. As this one to the right side, a first down for Helix Myers, showing off his legs.
Yeah, and great job there by Myers, Cole. Just took what the defense gave and went up against Brian Barclay, the middle linebacker there. Gets his fifth tackle, but key about that, Cole, is again, Myers falls forward and gains some extra yards at the end of the play.
They'll be around midfield here. Thanks to that, they're going to go over the middle. And Eldridge, again, has been almost unstoppable this first half, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, Eldridge is doing it all right now, Cole. He has been such a great part of this offense, not just tonight, but throughout this whole season, and he's really showing that right now.
2nd and 1. Same formation earlier that they ran it for about 15 yards. This one's going to get a little less. A loss of 1, and they're going to call it a TFL as well. That's Malcolm Kemp Brown, his first of the night.
Yeah, Kent Brown does a great job there, Cole, getting to the backfield. But credit to Eldridge. I mean, look at that. Big stiff arm on the defensive lineman there, but the senior safety from Thomasville, Georgia, Kent Brown, comes up with the stop there.
Maybe something to keep an eye on as well, the fact that 2 West Virginia defenders got to the line of scrimmage that early, and they almost get to the quarterback here. A deflection by A.D. Powers at the end of it. That was all on that defensive line.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job by the D-line there, Cole. Like you said, gets back there, forces the bad throw. Powers can't quite come up with it, but regardless, still deep enough that you're going to force Pitt to punt the ball away.
And a terrible punt here. I don't like to, rag on the special teams sometimes. They are just walk-ons, but oh my goodness, that was like a 10-yard punt.
Inside the 20, though, Cole.
Yeah, you could do a lot better than that, though, Matt. I don't know if I'm going to get the excuse there. West Virginia with a little bit of a gift of what could be a much worse field position, and they're going to lose yards to start. Not a great way to start a drive. They're going to go back 3 yards. That's 80 Powers. Excuse me, not 80 Powers. Vasquez again.
Yeah, Vasquez, just an absolute menace there, Cole. Gets back to Ellis very quickly, which is impressive. For him. He's not really. He's playing corner. Comes in tonight, Cole, with 2 tackles for loss in the entire season, but he's done a great job so far at keeping this offense at bay.
Now 2nd and 13, a drop back for Ellis. He's going to go over the middle, and Mosley's going to get hit as he catches it. 8-yard gain.
Yeah, credit to Mosley to bring that down, Cole. Able to hold on through it, through the big hit. Thought it might have even possibly almost got stripped from him, but still holds on to it for the nice pickup there to make it a much more manageable 3rd down.
3rd and 5. As this one is going to go deep. West Virginia tried this last drive, and they're not going to go this drive either. Interception on the play. That is going to be Mekhi Vasquez. His 2nd interception of the season. Just the 4th player ever in Pittsburgh history of 2 in a season.
Actually, Cole, I'm going to correct you. That's going to be Jordan Lyle, the safety, with the interception there. That will be his 2nd interception of the season, though, as well. So, like you said, still joins that illustrious haul at Pittsburgh. But credit to the safety there, Cole. Reads that all the way, playing deep coverage, sees the short pass, great awareness by the junior.
Chat calling on fun, I apologize, but yes, Lyle is just the 5th, guy with 2 interceptions in the season for Pittsburgh. If he gets another one, he'll be the first ever. We were talking about this pregame, the first ever Pittsburgh player with 3 in a season.
And that's always interesting to think about, Cole. You have players who are getting 3 in games sometimes, it seems, but nobody for Pittsburgh yet has 3 in a season.
Now 2nd and 5. This one's going to be short to the right side, and Eldridge trying to help Pittsburgh take advantage of this turnover.
Yeah, but Powers right there to bring him down rather quickly, Cole, not allowing Eldridge to get his feet going.
This will be 3rd and 4. Drop back, quick blitz here from West Virginia, and this one's going to be spotted for a 1st down. Jason Miller extends his arm.
I'm going to say they got a little bit of a favorable spot there. I thought Miller was stopped just short, but Pitt instead will convert their first down of the game.
This one going to the right side. I assume you meant 3rd down conversion there. They do have a few 1st downs like that one. Helix Myers going to get 13.
Yes, correct. I did mean their 3rd down conversion, and Myers just makes me pay right there with picking up another 1st down. Beautiful read option there. The Mountaineers defense bites on the handoff to Eldridge, because why wouldn't they? And Myers makes them pay.
Now 1st and 10, this one not going anywhere. Myers sacked, a loss of 8 on the play. Jay-Sean DeRollo, his 2nd of the half.
Yeah, DeRollo just fights back there. Look at that untouched, beautiful call there by the defense to throw one of those slightly mixed up blitzes so your linemen don't just rush straight. Catches Pittsburgh's offensive line sleeping, and because of that, that's a big loss of 8 yards.
And Barkley, the linebacker, as well, involved. Almost got the sack if he was just a step quicker. 2nd and 18, you'd have to imagine, they're going to try they're going to throw it right to the West Virginia defender, and it's going to be intercepted. They got the 1st down at the 43, and then they intercepted it at the, the 48 of their own territory. So a loss of 12 before the interception.
Yeah, and Cole, that's Jordan Holt, the freshman, his 1st interception of the year, which means his 1st interception of his career. Congratulations to that young man. Great awareness there to read the play and pick it off.
The Nebraska native hoping maybe for a few more, as now West Virginia, the team with the momentum. They'll be 2nd and 4 here.
Yeah, Colin, this is big for West Virginia. Like you said, they have the momentum right now, but they need to capitalize on this momentum. Good field position. Pittsburgh might be playing a little risky right now, trying to get that momentum back. You got to take advantage.
3:38 on the clock. They're going to run it up the middle, down to the 31. That's John Paul Smith, and if he gets going, that's a whole other issue for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, as you saw right there, Paul Smith, great blocking, gives him a big lane to run through, and you can't let him get going like you were saying, Cole. Otherwise, he gets hot real quick.
1st and 10. Paul Smith, a lot more trouble this time. They're going to say no gain on the play.
Yeah, just to give you guys one more quick update, by the way, from South Bend, Indiana, the Fighting Irish did put up a touchdown earlier in the second quarter. Now 10-0 lead over the Longhorns. 4 minutes to go over on Twitch in the first half.
So 2nd and 10, a screen, and those are always dangerous. Graziano only going to get one.
Yeah, I like the idea they're going. They had the blocking setup. Just unfortunately, Graziano, she cuts inside. When I think if she cuts out, she has a lot more space to work with.
Yeah, 3 defenders, though, so I think she was trying to trick a few of them. 3rd and 9 here, a screen on 3rd and 9. That's never a good sign, and a loss. Well, they're going to say it's no game, but 4th and 9, not what you want if you're West Virginia.
No, and unfortunately, West Virginia doesn't get the chance to really capitalize on some good field position, but they are going to take the chance at the field goal here.
Yeah, they intercepted it at the 48, so only 15 yards on the drive. They're going to miss the field goal as well. That's not how you want to end a drive. Now still down 8.
Yeah, not all how you want to end this drive. And, Calderon, he was coming in tonight, Cole. What is it? I believe, where's my, that was up. Yep. Yeah, 10 for 13. I'm sorry, I was looking at extra points for a second. So that now does bump him to 12 for 15 on the year.
Just want a short throw to Miller to start Pittsburgh's drive. That's the other part we don't really talk about. Kicking's such an important part of this league, and that's can be the difference sometimes between playoffs and no playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, again, a game like this, more so, like I said, rivalry game, playoffs on the line. You need everybody to come through and perform.
This one, a big hit at the end. Holmes going to get 4, but not before taking a hit, a shot, whatever you want to call it, from Cobb.
Yeah, Cobb, the junior, not taking anything there. Maybe trying to force another fumble. Looked like he might have had a chance, but Holmes able to hold on to it. So great job by the wide receiver there to not lose anything.
A little bit of a rivalry hit there. I don't know if that was more about football. he had the ball in his right arm there. I don't think he was going for the football. 3rd and 2. This one going to be a run into the defender and Myers. This one will count as a sack. Timeout taken by West Virginia.
Yeah, great job by the defensive line there, Cole, not allowing anything, forcing the sack, and smart job by West Virginia to call a timeout as well, because otherwise Pittsburgh, if there's no timeout call there, Pittsburgh can run that clock down to about 1:30 before they punt that ball away. So great awareness by the coaching staff from West Virginia.
Easily going to get it 13 on the return. So 1st and 10 here. You see the stats. West Virginia, they got to score here, don't you think, Matt?
I think so. I mean, Ellis has been good so far, 10 for 13. Graziano was 60 yards already, but outside of that, nobody's really had anything going for him. John Paul Smith had that big run at one point, but that's about it. You need points right now if you're West Virginia.
Well, your wish is your command, except it goes to the wrong player. I really thought I had a good call there, and Pittsburgh ruins it mid-sentence. I don't think they care, though. Interception for the Panthers. Yeah,
and Cole, I'm right there with you. I was prepared for a beautiful call, but that's just a great job by the safety. Keeps the toes in bounds as well. I mean, that's always going to be impressive when you pull that off.
Not only that, as a walk-on as well. So I guess we see how they feel about the broadcast booth. 1st and 10 here as Myers. Oh, my goodness. Myers had 6. So that one's caught.
Yeah, great job by the defense, though, Cole, to make it up. And like I said, West Virginia's defense will keep them in this game. It's going to be their offense trying to score against Pitt's defense that's going to be the issue.
2nd and 10, a drop back here. Again, this one's tipped. Good defense here from West Virginia. Late, excuse me.
Yeah, Powers once again with the deflection. And like you said, I mean, Pittsburgh, 3rd down has not been their friend, Cole. 1 for 5 only tonight. So they have struggled in this situation.
3rd and 10, and the blitz from West Virginia, it seems they know that they struggle on 3rd downs. Elger's not going anywhere in the same position, really, they were in a minute ago. West Virginia going to get the ball back with about 1:30 left.
Yeah, the only downside is, Cole, is that now they've used 2 of their 3 timeouts, and ideally you come into this drive with 2 still. So now you need to gain yards quick as well so you don't burn that timeout a bit too early.
Well, here you go.
And that's a great return for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, your wish is your command for real this time, Matt. That one goes past midfield. You see some of the replays here. And what a play really all around so far in this half.
Yeah, and this really has been a defensive battle like we've seen. Now West Virginia coming in with 2 interceptions in the first half. But I need to see how does Ellis bounce back from this adversity right here.
Excuse me, they do spot it barely in West Virginia territory as this one goes to the left side. I thought that was going to be intercepted again, Matt. That was too close.
I thought so as well, Cole. And unfortunately, that's a senior knowing he's playing his last regular season game, and he's forcing much. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my apologies. That's the junior Ellis. I was looking at Helix Myers. He's just trying to force something that isn't there, Cole.
he does it again here. 3rd and 10. That's the 3rd or 4th straight incompletion, if you want to call the interception as well an incompletion, so far for him.
Yeah, he just has not looked comfortable since that first drive. He has just not had a chance to settle in.
3rd and 10. Oh, he's not even. Oh, he stays on his feet. He gets the throw, and he's not going to get a first down. But I think that is a little bit of a show there for the junior quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that point, that's just him trying to not take the sack there. So he just quickly dumps it off to Paul Smith there, Cole, not trying to force anything. But again, I mean, this Pittsburgh defense stands up tall yet again. And if West Virginia continues these struggles, Cole, they're not going to be able to come back from, a one-possession lead.
Well, maybe a bit of a rivalry throw there. Just going for 2 yards, say, you won't get the sack on me. As this one goes deep, and forget about a one-score lead. This one's down to the 20, down to the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Panthers.
Yeah, and that's just a beautiful play there, Cole. There's nothing, fancy about it. That is simply the wide receiver, Sean Sanders, just beating his man off the line. That's it. And nobody from West Virginia catches them. Kind of some blown coverage, I think zone coverage there, and unfortunately, nobody picks up Sanders on the left hash, and he just goes, and beautiful job by Myers to find him.
Yeah, ironically, at this time of the half, it might have been a better idea just to knee it, but I don't think in a rivalry game we're convincing anybody to do that. The 4th career touchdown for the freshman, Sanders. He's been great this season, great this week. 29 yards on the return now for A.D. Powers.
And I mean, here we go, Cole. Less than a minute left now. If you're West Virginia, you got to fight for something right now because Pittsburgh has every bit of the momentum this game so far. You got to put something together here right at the end of the half.
Ellis going to float this one. Going to be a gain of 1. And Matt, I talked about this a little bit ago, how this might be West Virginia's last drive of the half. They had to score. That was 4 drives ago.
Yeah. I think that is just due to the Mountaineers trying to gain yardage, Cole, through the air. However, unfortunately, because of that now, that's led to a lot of incompletions or interceptions, which hasn't burned any time for them. And that's really starting to come back and bite them, I feel like.
Well, 24 seconds here at the snap. No timeout taken, so West Virginia might be just trying to get out of the quarter. This one's going to be out of bounds, so it'll be 39.
Yeah, so we'll stop the clock for just a moment, Paul Smith, by getting out of bounds. But, yeah, Cole, I think really West Virginia might just be trying to go into half right now. It is a little disappointing to see, but right now nothing's clicking for them on offense, so I can't blame them.
And maybe one more throw as this one will connect. That is what they have been waiting for. We got 13 seconds. Let's see what they do here.
I have to imagine rush up and probably spike the ball, save that timeout for the chance in case you need to call one for a field goal.
Well, it's not. Oh, I don't know if I got to take a timeout here. That is a sack. Let's see. 5 seconds on the clock. 3, 2. No, this one's going to the half.
Nope.
A little bit of clock mismanagement. A great quick play there by the defensive lineman. Pittsburgh escapes. 15-point lead at the half. 21-6 your score here from Heinz Field as we at the halftime booth. I'm Cole Mantell, Matt Hatchell. Matt, break down that first half. A lot of fun here.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was really a very defensive-heavy matchup, Cole. I would say right until about 2 minutes left to go in that first half. And then, Pittsburgh's offense had definitely been succeeding more. You could just see that by the points. But then it just really started to seem like their offense, even when they weren't scoring, Cole, they were figuring out what was working against this defense from West Virginia. So when they made that deep pass to Sanders right at the end, I think that was just really a culmination of their entire first half. Kicking and prodding, using the run game to force the defense to play up. So then you give up the deep pass like we saw at the end of Sanders. And to West Virginia's credit, Cole, they have not played poorly by any means. They've played pretty good on offense. I mean, 127 passing yards. It's shocking to only see the 21 rushing yards. I do feel like they could run the ball a little bit more effectively, but they haven't played bad. It's just, unfortunately, it's that big 2 right there that we're all seeing at the bottom of that column. Those 2 turnovers, I think, are really hurting them right now. And not being able to capitalize on the one that Pittsburgh gave them back really is going to hurt. I think West Virginia does have to come out fast on defense with a quick stop. And I think their first offensive drive, Cole, they need to come back with points. And I don't mean a field goal. I think you start this drive with 6. You have to find a way to get this momentum back on your side.
Well, West Virginia does get the ball first. They do get a good return. Welcome to this third quarter. Welcome to Backyard Ball. I'm Cole Mantell with Matt Hatchell. Again, if you're just joining us, 21-6 your score as West Virginia looking maybe to come back here in this second half. Pittsburgh looking to secure their playoff resume. and obviously get a fun rivalry win. West Virginia winning the previous 2 matchups. And of course, we'll have a Twitch update later in the quarter as well. But 1st and 10 here, West Virginia. Tony Ellis going to run it up the middle with John Paul Smith. And that's stiff arm number 6 to get a first down.
And that's what I'm talking about right there, Cole. I mean, if nothing else, get your offense going through John Paul Smith. Let him go to work. He's been so great for you all season. Do not abandon him now when you kind of need him the most.
Now he's going to get the ball again. And, yeah, easily you can see early West Virginia running the ball a little bit easier here. 8 yards on the play, 2nd and 2.
And I think what is cool is they're not going as north-south. Now, you would expect with a guy like John Paul Smith, that's where he succeeds, and he does do well at that, but because of his compact frame, he's actually pretty good at busting it outside as well.
West Virginia going to try a throw here, and over the middle, Graziano gets 8 and takes a shot. Doesn't matter, first down.
Yeah, Graziano just takes an absolute shot over the middle there from Cristiano Valentine, but able to hold on to it, and that's a big pickup there for West Virginia.
Graziano over 100 yards on the evening. Just the 2nd time in her career, the 1st time against Power 2 competition. Now it'll be 1st and 10. And keep an eye on this one's going to be a handoff to the right side. As that's a flip and a loss. No, they're going to say a gain of 1 there. A lot of toughness here.
Yeah, Paul Smith does a cartwheel and a half, takes a huge shot, but holds onto the football and still picks up a yard. If you're West Virginia, you take that every time.
Now 7 in the box. They are going to run it anyway, and they'll get a few yards. 3rd and 3, John Paul Smith, a 6-yard gain.
And to me, Cole, that's what shows that a run game is working, is when the defense will put 7 or even 8 in the box, and you still get at least 5 yards on a rushing attempt. That's how you know your running game is really doing its job.
Yeah, actually on Monday, as this one going to go out of bounds, we actually, Matt, had a 9 or 10 player rush, and they still got 10 yards. So talk about a lot of pressure. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
I understand West Virginia's mindset there, but after the throwaway there on 3rd down, I'm not the biggest fan of this call.
Well, like you said, they need a touchdown. As this one off the back foot. Oh, Swift with the deflection. I thought he had a guy open on the left side. And like you said, Matt, does not end well for West Virginia. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, as that was almost a spectacular one-handed interception there by Swift, coming across the body, just in and out of the hand, unfortunately. And that's
the hand.
It did.
It hit the face mask. The face mask. I don't think you can catch a football that way.
Hey, I've seen crazier things, but anyways, just a bad decision overall from Ellis there. I think you just throw it away.
They're going to go option here. Oh, Myers off to the races past the 50. And that's a weapon you're going to have to keep an eye on all half.
Yeah, and Cole, you did say a Twitch update coming for you guys. I'll give that to you right now. 2nd half just getting started on Twitch. Notre Dame up 17-10 on the 10th ranked Texas Longhorns, fighting in South Bend right now. Like I said, just getting started there, only about 30 seconds into the 2nd half on Twitch.
Rematch of 2 different championship games. Is this one going to the right side? Oh, a big hit at the end. Myers is going to get 5 on the play.
Yes, Cobb just absolutely lays out Helix Myers there, but Myers still gets a solid 5 yards and pops right back up. And right now, Pittsburgh's just clicking on all cylinders, Cole. West Virginia needs a big stop this drive.
2nd and 5, 1 in that backfield again. Pittsburgh, they've run well in this drive. They're going to try it again here. They're going to get only 1 to play. Eldridge.
Yeah, that's a great job. They're finally slowly containing Eldridge, but Cole, 10 attempts for 80 yards already for Eldridge on this game. I mean, he was an absolute beast in that 1st half, and I do not expect that to slow down here.
3rd and 4, as this one goes over the middle. 1st down again. Xavier Holmes, they haven't called his name a bunch, but his 6th catch of the night.
Yeah, just nice little pass over the middle, Cole. There's nothing fancy about that. Holmes just simply beats his man off the line.
Cobb as well. He'll get his 6th of the evening. 1st and 10. This one again a throw. They want 6 one-on-one coverage as, oh my goodness, I think that was in and out of the hands of the receiver. Salah on the coverage.
Yeah, great job by Salah there, Cole. I think you're right. I think that was in and out of the hands. Salah's going to put his hand in there, just swap that away at the last second.
Saving a touchdown that might have just saved West Virginia's season. 21-6 your score, and now the defense goes to work. They're going to call it a sack. 3rd and 11 here.
Yeah, Valentino Villarreal getting his 2nd tackle of the game. Great job by the defensive line there, Cole. Only sending 4. And Villarreal there pushes his man back, but then comes and sees Myers trying to scramble and catches up to him after Amari Stevens slows him down. That's a great team tackle there by the defense.
2 of 7 on third down tonight. It does not seem to matter for the Pittsburgh Panthers. Up 21-6, as this one's going to be short a few again. It'll be 4th and 4 here.
And Cole, I don't hate that play call at all, because at the very least, but if you're Pitt, look at you're in perfect field goal territory right now. Nothing crazy. You didn't need to force anything there. You'll take the points you're given.
The kick is up, and it is good. There was a missed field goal, obviously, in the second quarter on this side of the field, but this one's good. 18-point lead, 3-score game. Pittsburgh up now 24-6.
And this is where it starts to get scary if you're West Virginia, Cole. Again, offense just has not been clicking at all tonight, and Pitt's offense just seems to get better every drive, and their defense seems to be more locked in. If West Virginia wants a chance to stay in this game with the way their defense is playing, you got to score here. You got to put points on the board.
Yeah, West Virginia, their defense has played well, but as you said, Matt, we would need to see some action here from the offense. Going to drop back as this one, that's a loss of 5 into the own defender. They're going to give Donlin the credit for the sack on that one.
Yeah, Donlin going to get credit, but Ellis just, unfortunately, just gets tripped up by his own man. I think Donlin pushed him back into it. A little bit of both, actually. Donlin takes advantage of it, and that's just a great job, great awareness there by the defender, and unfortunately, Ellis, looking too far downfield, Cole, couldn't keep his eyes on what's in front of him.
Yeah, Muhammad Smith actually, I think, hit the left tackle into the quarterback on that one. A really good footwork there from the front four of that Pittsburgh defense, as they will bring the pressure again here. A 1-yard gain, and now West Virginia in real trouble.
Yeah, and Cole, my biggest issue with these first 2 plays is the order you call them. You make that call to John Paul Smith on the run, your first play, and then you try that pass that they tried where they got the big stack. I think you got to switch those.
So 3rd and 14, another 6-man rush from Pittsburgh, and they're going to catch it. 4th and inches. Oh my goodness, Graziano tried her best. Not enough.
Yeah, and I think they have to punt it here, Cole, because they're on their side of the 50. But how West Virginia's play call has gone, I do think if they were on Pittsburgh's 50 or farther, they would probably go for it here.
As again to that left side, this one a little bit better of a punt. We'll see what they put it. Pittsburgh going to get the ball back here. As this one goes out to the 32-yard line. The Panthers, again, favorable field position. The West Virginia defense needing a stop. As that's, oh my goodness, nearly intercepted. The screen instead works. Eldridge will get 9, 2nd and 1.
Nearly intercepted by the defensive lineman, but instead Eldridge picks up 9 on the completion from the screen. What a play there by the offense. Brian Barclay going to get his 7th tackle.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times tonight as this one goes up the middle, and they're going to say he's down 3rd inches.
Yeah, couldn't get anything there to Rollo with his 5th tackle, and this is big, Cole. I mean, again, 3rd and inches. If the defense for West Virginia can come out and get a turnover here or a 3 and out, that's big for them.
2-by-2 set. They are going to pass it, as this one's just a short throw, and they're going to call it. Miller gets across the line, 2-yard gain.
Play call there. They find Miller. Miller, though, had to come back to the ball goal. Thought he was going to be short at first, but then he turns upfield and is able to get that first down. Cobb, his 7th tackle.
And Myers, by the way, 20 of 26 tonight, almost 200 yards passing through the air. And that's before we talk about both him and his teammates' rushing ability. Like you can see right there, the West Virginia a little bit ready on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, Kent Brown, his 5th tackle. West Virginia is really playing well, but I think Pittsburgh's going to take advantage of that, Cole, because they're going to have to keep somebody short, West Virginia is, to stop those run plays. That's going to free somebody up over the top.
Only 3 rushing here for West Virginia, all the time in the world, and they're still going to get a loss of 1. They're going to call it a sack. Oh my goodness, what a play there by that West Virginia front 3.
Yes, Villarreal getting another tackle there, and Cole, that's a team sack right there. The coverage downfield allows nothing for Myers, gives Villarreal and co time to get off the line and get back there for the pressure. Great job by the West Virginia defense there on 2nd down.
So 3rd and 10, we're going to spot it at the 44. 1 in the backfield, as this one's just going to be a screen, and the struggles on 3rd down will continue. West Virginia on defense, they have done everything they can now, as West Virginia, the offense, going to get the ball back.
Yes, Emily, the senior, reads that play like a bullet, Cole. She sees that coming a mile away. Says, I see this as the screenplay. This is my 4th season in CFSL. I've seen this play plenty of times. Let me just sit right here so I can bring you down quickly.
As Nate Murphy, the AD for West Virginia, says in chat, they need a quick score. I think I'd have to agree with that. Punt is away. This will be fielded from the 24 out to about the 32 on the return.
Cole, they need a quick score for multiple reasons. One, to just go ahead and try to save as much time as you can. But two, to get some momentum. Because, again, the offense put up 2 field goals in the first quarter, and that's been it so far tonight for them.
Yeah, since then, no points for that offense as this one goes to the right side. You'd have to think they try maybe some more risky stuff, and they've already thrown 2 turnovers tonight, too.
Yeah, but able to find Green there for the nice 5-yard pickup. Those are the types of passes I wanted to see more out of them in the first half.
2nd and 5 as West Virginia again going to throw here. This one on the sideline. Graziano, the best player in offense, I think, tonight for West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, 8 receptions, 129 yards, but we are going to go to review.
Ah, man, really? Okay, let's take a look. This one's going to be close.
That's pretty
good. On
good.
Sundays.
That's 2, that's 3. That, I don't see how that gets reversed.
The ruling on the field stands.
Okay.
It is going to stand. You know, it gave us a nice look at the play again, so I'll thank the referees for that one. They're going to spot it at midfield exactly here. But yeah, like we were saying, what a night for her. 1st and 10 here. She is on the field on that right side. We'll take a look. 5, maybe 6 in the box. Pittsburgh, yeah, they're going to rush 4, and they're going to run right up the middle. This is the run they've been waiting for. John Paul Smith for 13. First down, Mountaineers.
Yeah, great job by John Paul Smith, up 67 yards. But Cole, to go back to Graziano for a second, she has 128 receiving yards tonight. Ellis has 168 passing yards, to just put in perspective how big of a role she's played tonight.
As this one over the middle, and that's part of the reason. Wide open receiver. I didn't catch the number. Probably a good thing because that was a brutal drop.
I think that might have been Graziano, Cole. I couldn't quite tell either, but that is where she's been lining up a lot tonight. I think that might have been her, but when you have so many catches, one of them found to bounce out.
This one over the middle, and Mosley, is going to get, I believe that's his first as the night. Oh, second, excuse me.
Yeah, he had one for about I want to say it was about 7 yards. I want to say in the second quarter. Didn't end up ranking on the drive, but great job by Mosley there over the middle to help pick up that first down.
And all of a sudden, West Virginia inside the 20. It'll be 2nd and 6 on this one at the 18.
Yeah, I mean, this is by far the best their offense has looked tonight, Cole. Great job on the runs. The passes have looked great from Ellis so far, but I need them to finish this drive. I need to see this drive go from start to finish here.
As an option play that goes wrong, 4 different Pittsburgh defenders get to the quarterback. It'll be 3rd and 10.
But what I will say, Cole, is smart play by Ellis there. That pitch could have been intercepted, swatted, fumbled, something like that. Smartly holds on to it when he sees this play is immediately blown up.
Yeah, so 3rd and 10. Chat calling for a pitch. I don't know if those are West Virginia fans on that one. Now, the Mountaineers are going to have time, just enough to throw it. And oh my goodness, in the back end, a deflection that saves this lead. Jordan Lau already has an interception tonight, and he saves the touchdown there.
Yeah, that is just unfortunate. That was, like I said, that was the perfect drive from West Virginia, but they once again cannot finish with 6.
The field goal is good. 24-9 is your score now. The 15-point lead comes back. You know, while we're here, Matt, we'll get a quick chat as well. We've got a bunch of you guys here for Rivalry Week. Glad to have all of you. Jason Miller, S14 Gene, Jordan Holdus, Caitlin, Nathan, Hayden Pettyjohn, CJ, Derek, Nathan, and so many more. This one will be returned for 27. Welcome again to Rivalry Week. If you're just joining us, 24-9 your score. Pittsburgh in the lead. And what a night it's been, Matt.
Yeah, and the thing is, Cole, not just because it's Rivalry Week, but just with how this game has gone for them, don't expect Pitt to take their foot off the gas anytime soon. I expect them to keep running the ball, especially because Eldridge and Meyer have been great at that tonight. West Virginia just has not been able to stop it from either man. So expect to see some more runs. Definitely look to see that play action, maybe free up a deep pass here in the next drive or two.
Let's go deep.
This one's going to be a 1st down and 10. 30 seconds left in this quarter. As, nearly a sack from Villarreal. They're going to get 2 on the play instead. And like you said, man, maybe a turnover here might change things.
I think that's the only thing that could really help West Virginia really kick it into that final gear, Cole, is something like a turnover. as the Pitt's offense has just done a great job tonight at playing some clean ball.
This should be the final play of this third quarter. They will run it again, a first down. Yeah, Myers going to get 11 on the play.
Yeah, great job there by Myers. Cole again does a little spin, just gets some extra yards.
And Kent Brown, his 6th tackle as well. That will bring us to the end of this third quarter. 24-9 your score. The 15-point lead remains. Pittsburgh on top. Welcome to Rival Week. We'll be right back. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Glad to have all the fours in chat as well. Welcome back to this fourth quarter of the Backyard Brawl. Again, if you're just joining us, Pittsburgh up 24-9. I'm Cole Mantell, joined by Matt Hatchell. As this run starts our fourth quarter off, Eldridge going to get 7.
Yeah, once again, Pitt just picking up right where they left off. Cole, the big run there from Eldridge now making it 2nd and 3, and I just expect to see them keep that going. Barclay, though, his 8th tackle.
Yeah, he's been great tonight as well. We'll call his name out. 2nd and 3 here. And Pittsburgh a chance to try to put this game away. Double coverage isn't going to help that, but a first down, so, what do I know?
Yeah, I mean, able to find his man, Castle there, just across the middle. Able to find him. Great throw. Myers, 22 for 28 tonight, Cole.
Now, up by 15. Pittsburgh trying to keep this lead alive. Gain a 6 on the play.
Yeah, Eldridge just, again, doing what he can, Cole, almost at 100 yards tonight. And just, like I said, do not expect to see them take their foot off the gas.
So look at the 2 on that left side. Pittsburgh, yeah, they're going to fake the run here as they throw it away. West Virginia again with some pressure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If West Virginia's been able to get pressure back there, they've played really well. It's just that pressure hasn't been consistent enough.
Yeah, 3rd and 4, West Virginia, when they pressure the quarterback, that's when they've been at their best. They're only going to rush 3 here, and they nearly get the interception anyway. So what do I know? Again, that's like the 2nd time this drive now.
Hey, man, welcome to me calling any game this year, Cole. As a great job by West Virginia, forcing the punt. Again, let's see, can their offense put something together this drive?
I think every broadcaster has those moments. This one going to go out of the end zone, but for me at least, I don't know if you were on the call with me, Matt, it was the calling out, the quarterback has been perfect the entire night, and I'm sure Ohio fans remember that one. Yeah, mid-sentence goes into the pick 6, so I don't say that on the broadcast too many times anymore. This one could be running up the middle, and John Paul Smith starts well here for West Virginia.
I was going to say, yep, there's that old broadcaster curse. It's a great run there from Paul Smith, though. Swift, his 6th tackle. Again, I mean, West Virginia's not out of it, Cole. If they can put some drives together quickly with some defense, I want to see what they can do.
Pittsburgh has done well to limit the run tonight. That's been the difference, is now West Virginia going to be forced to pass, and they, you see the stat line there for Ellis, have had issues with it.
Yeah, great job there by the defense. Again, I mean, we've talked about Pitt's 3rd down woes, Cole. West Virginia has not been any better.
And that mirrors, that was maybe the coolest throw I've seen all season from Tony Ellis. I'm mad that it lost 1 yard. Behind, he threw it backwards. Reverse throw.
What did the Boise State Statue of Liberty just happen?
Oh my goodness.
Someone, can we get a clip of that? I don't care if it went for -1 yards. I just want to see that again.
Okay.
Someone get A&K on the phone so we can hold on to that, please.
I have our associate producer in the booth here with us. I'm sure he's going to work on it, as that one dropped, by the way, on the return. It looks like the entire universe has been broken after that one. What a throw, what a kick.
I don't know what just happened. Let's see. I will say this, Cole. I do worry for West Virginia's defense. I do think that right now, Pitt is in the territory of one more touchdown is probably game.
Well, unless there's some wizardry from the other side.
Have you heard about all the stuff that I myself have called just by myself this season?
I've watched it, and I don't want to talk about it when it involves my team, but 2nd and 6 here as they run to the left side. That's the safe stuff for you sometimes, You think you're doing well, you have some fun, and then the quarterback throws it backwards for a loss of 1.
Yeah, exactly. It's another normal day here in the CFSL as Pitt just once again keeps the ball moving downfield. West Virginia's defense, Cole, my issue is they've only really sent a blitz of 4 or 5 guys. I think you got to start sending 6 or 7.
That's like the third time you've done that tonight. 7 on the blitz there for West Virginia, though they do gain a few yards.
Well, you know, I was a failed defensive coordinator, but I was a defensive coordinator at one point.
Didn't your team go to the playoffs that year?
I was still a failed defensive coordinator. You can ask Venom.
This one goes to the right side. Now, to be fair, Venom, I don't know if he believes in defense. Maybe this year he does. He's done pretty well with it. But no, if you make the playoffs, I don't think you are a failed defensive coordinator. Now, maybe a kicker, that's a different story.
Oh, very much a failed kicker.
Man, you know, our kicker at Auburn, he's graduating. Actually, I think, if I remember correctly, West Virginia, your kicker is graduating as well. No, excuse me, he's a junior.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you get a new kicker, it's always a lot of fun. There have been requests for me to make a kicker. I don't know if we're going to have that yet, though. 3rd and 4 on this play. Is this one over the middle, another first down. Miller driving Pittsburgh down the field.
Yeah, and like I said, yeah, Cole, I mean, Pitt's offense right now, they are just clicking on everything. 200 yards now for Helix Myers. Again, Myers is not going to throw for your 450s, your 500s, because he's so good at both parts of the offense that he just keeps you guessing.
As this one, a loss of 3, West Virginia getting the jump on that one. And, you know, just for fun, I checked that. The season high is 323 yards last week, and the loss actually for Myers, in the air at least.
And that's just crazy to think about that, Cole, because think about how many offenses that we have that probably average more than that per game.
Hello, Florida again. 2nd and 13 here. Going to the left side as, that's a big hit, a loss of 1, and West Virginia staying in this game. That's Mountain Kemp Brown, his 8th of the game.
Cole, you said he was, 335 last week?
323.
At 323, there are only 7 teams in the CFSL, including Pittsburgh, that average less than that per game.
One in motion here for the West Virginia defense. That has been a factor tonight as well. Their passing game, they haven't gotten a lot of yards. This one only going to go for 8, but it's been effective, though, that it will be a 4th down.
I mean, absolutely. Like you said, Cole, I mean, when you're 25 for 33, your yards doesn't really matter. As, again, with the lead in its rivalry week, I don't blame them for going for it here on 4th either.
4th and 5. They do show screen. They go to it. And West Virginia with the stop. They will stay alive. They got to be perfect now. Down 15, 4:38 on the clock.
Yeah, and Cole, you put it perfectly. They do have to be perfect, and that's where they've struggled. Again, only 3 of their drives have ended on points. All 3 have ended in field goals. And I did want to give you guys just one last update from the Twitch game. Just starting the 4th quarter over there, Fighting Irish up 31-20. So when we wrap up here, make sure you head over to Twitch to watch the end of that fantastic game.
Well, thank you all for tuning in as this one goes to the left side and a little bit more. Just a reminder as well as that went a big first down for West Virginia for Paul Smith. Later tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central, we got Kentucky at Florida State. That'll finish us off tonight on Twitch. And then on Thursday, tomorrow, July 6th, 6:30 Central, Boise State, Oregon. 6:30 YouTube, Clemson, Illinois. 8:30 Central, North Carolina, Miami. And, of course, Friday, the Iron Bowl and the game, 8 o'clock Central, as we always do, finishing out the regular season and rivalry week. This one going to go for a short throw to the right side and a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, and this has been my issue with West Virginia's offense right now, Cole, is that their play call just hasn't made sense to me. It's like now when you need to be perfect, I expect you to take those kind of deeper shots, and they're settling for those short screen passes.
I think part of that is the pressure, like right there for Pittsburgh. They've done this all night, stopping the run, and that has been the difference. Pittsburgh can, West Virginia cannot stop the run tonight.
Yeah, it's Valentine now getting their 6th tackle of the game. And Cole, to be fair, you're absolutely right. Pittsburgh knows where West Virginia's bread and butter is made on the ground, and they have done a great job of stopping it, and West Virginia cannot stay the same.
So 3:45 on the clock. A short throw that left side. And this one's going to get 4 on the play, 4th and 8. You think they have to go for it?
I think so. BC, I think if he breaks that, he might get the first. But, you kind of have to go for it right now with the score and everything. This is your best chance to keep your season alive, possibly.
So 4th and 8. They do drop back. Ellis, oh, boy, he barely had enough time, and it is stopped. That might do it, and if it is, what a stop it was for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and I think a key thing about that, Cole, is while they don't get the sack, again, consistent pressure back there tonight has been the game plan. As a great job of Cristiano there, swatting the ball down. Just absolutely has done a great job from that outside linebacker position.
looks like they do show run here in Pittsburgh. They are going to keep it actually with the quarterback. Alasa well on the play. And Matt, if you don't mind, I will take this moment to, if this is the final game for West Virginia, if they do not make the playoffs after the loss here, assuming this score holds, and you never know, stuff could go crazy as we've seen tonight. Cameron Jones, Malcolm Kent-Brown, Brendan Gaucher, Jay Shondarolo, A.D. Powers, Emily, Brian Barkley, and Amari Stevens. This would be their final regular season action and, possibly their final game. I will shout them out on the broadcast. A lot of them 4 seasons at West Virginia. Nathan Murphy's been here, built this program, and they're going to run it 3rd and 3. A first down here might actually do it. 4-13 on 3rd downs. And so for West Virginia, a season, with some big moments, some struggles obviously as well. A double overtime win against my team Auburn and a huge win against Georgia. We'll see how their season ends or if it continues. Pittsburgh, ideally 500 after this win. You'd think they not only are in the playoffs, maybe a top 10 seed. There's now 2 minutes remaining on the clock, 1 in motion. And Matt, I'll give you the mic from here. Is this one? They're going to throw it. They tried, and 4th and 3. We'll see if they go for it, too.
Yeah, and Cole, you do have to keep in mind for West Virginia, they did just join back in season 13. So this is kind of one of those first groups that has come through for this coaching staff and for this team. And you do have to think back. Cole, we've talked about it before. Go back to when, as Pitt, just putting a little bit of extra mustard on it with a great punt. Go back and think about this West Virginia team, Cole, when they first started. This was a team that was struggling to win any ball game, let alone coming out here, putting up 3 wins, plenty of great games as well. Cole, they lost to 2 of the top teams in their conference by a combined 10 points. That's nothing to hold your head at with how this season has gone for them.
Yeah, by the way, a quick, huge throw there out of the end zone. Now, Ellis trying to keep this game alive. He's going to go deep. This is what we were looking for. Catch at the 30, down to the races, and they're going to go down at the 7-yard line. Josiah Mosley, he's not done playing yet.
No, Mosley, great play there, and look at that, Cole. That's nothing fancy. That's literally a straight fly route. And if you're the quarterback, you're telling your man, hey, if it looks like you got the step, it's coming your way. And great job, but unfortunately Mosley couldn't quite keep up the speed. Seemed to lose a tiny bit of it there at the end. He gets caught up by Kaz Allen and shuts him down right before he can punch it in.
Yeah, Kaz Allen and Jason Myers on the coverage for that one. Now it'll be 1st and goal at we'll call it 7. Ellis with time, goes to the left side. That's an incompletion. And the other one as well, Pittsburgh, there are 2 seniors, obviously. Helix Myers and Xavier Holmes. 2 guys that have been in this program for quite a bit now. And they're hoping to continue, obviously, with a win into playoff action, keep the party going. Ellis now going to go to the left side. He's got him, man. The first score of the evening in the end zone for Mosley and the West Virginia Mountaineers.
And credit to the Mountaineers, at least, Cole, because, could have been very easy, especially for them how the second half has gone, to just kind of, roll over here and just kind of take it. It just seems like nothing's going their way. But I do think that deep pass we saw to Mosley kind of lit a fire under him. It's one of those things where you just have to wonder, man, what if that fire comes 2 drives earlier?
Well, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. They catch it. Oh, my goodness. And that might do it. Down at the 1-yard line, 80 Powers trying to get it in. And, if that would froze maybe 2 yards quicker. They're going to go for the onside kick, though. So we'll see. They stay alive on that one. Nope. And Pittsburgh will fall on it. That might do it. If they have 3 timeouts, though. So we'll keep it at that.
They do have 3 timeouts. It is a 9-point game. With barely over a minute left, it's not looking likely. But again, Cole, I've called crazier things this season. So, and Nate and Murph in chat can attest to that because he's been on call for almost every single one of those things I've called. So, I'm not saying it's impossible. I
hate to backseat drive a little bit here, especially for a guy that lost to both of these teams, by the way. As this one's going to be a handoff. They are going to try to get that first down and finish this. But going for 2 when you're down, I think you probably should have gone for 1 there.
Yeah, definitely, because that makes it an 8-point game. It's going for broke now instead of later. So I kind of do have to, do understand the decision, but it's one of those things where I think either way, you don't hate it, but you don't love it.
and that will be a first down. So barring the insanity, Pittsburgh is going to take a win here. Not only do they go to the playoffs, maybe a bit we haven't mentioned yet, the first ever rivalry week win in CFSL history for the Pittsburgh Panthers. Their first win over the Mountaineers, their first ever Week 8 win, and of course, maybe the biggest win in program history, depending on how the next few weeks go, as that's another first down.
And we saw last season, Cole, in the playoffs, teams can get hot at the right time and go on some crazy runs. So if the Panthers can really start to put something together this week and get hot, they could be a force to be reckoned with.
And so what a moment for this program, what a moment for the league. That is going to be the final knee. Pittsburgh, for the first time in their history, will take the win in rivalry week. Break it down for us, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, simply put, Cole, it was just the Panthers knew their game, and they played it to just about absolute perfection. They played their run game perfectly. So did West Virginia, to be fair, but the defense stepped up, and I do think the defense made the difference tonight. Pittsburgh came up bigger than West Virginia's. Credit to the Mountaineers on a great season. You always hate to see it end in rivalry week, though. And to the Panthers, job's not finished, obviously. You got the rivalry week win. That's great. Most likely going to the playoffs, but you got some tough competition ahead. Celebrate tonight, but you can't rest on these laurels.
Well, we'll see about West Virginia. The committee still might give them a chance. Obviously, Pittsburgh, though, really, I think, punching their ticket in here. What a game it was. What a moment it was for this home crowd. That will do it. Helix Myers, your player of the game, 26-35, 200 yards plus with 2 touchdowns. As they head to the locker room, we'll finish it up here. Again, your final score, Pittsburgh wins rivalry week over the West Virginia Mountaineers. Final score 24-15, number 15 over number 13. For my executive producer, Mike Peters, my associate producer, Austin Crow, I'm Cole Mantell, and for my broadcast partner, Matt Hatchell, that'll do it for us tonight. Again, head over to Twitch to watch the finale of Texas Notre Dame at 8:30 Central as well. Just about under an hour here. Kentucky, Florida State will be on, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the rest of the rivalry week as well. We'll see you guys soon, and enjoy your July 4th week. Hope you guys have a good one.